Hi everyone. I have a project I'd like to share with you today. It's a designer series paper heart treat. Most of the things that I'm using are going to be from our spring mini catalog, and that goes from January till April of 2023. And on pages 8 and 9, you'll see the items that I'm going to be using. We have the Country Bouquet stamp set and punch, and I'll also be using the designer series paper here on the bottom. So for a little closer look, this is the punch, and then this is the Country Bouquet stamp set. All right, these are the parts and pieces we're going to be using. I have a little white strip here of our basic white, and I will be using, let's see, we have strawberry sorbet here, and I have the Happy Valentine's Day stamp mounted on a block. We're going to ink that up, and I'm going to stamp it off towards the right here, just on this little scrap. All right. Next, we're going to take our paper snips, and we're just going to flag the end here. So I'm just going to snip down the middle, just a little bit, maybe 1/4 inch in, and then snip on the corners, from the corners to where I snipped down, and I get a little flag there. And I just need this to be a little bit smaller, so we'll snip the end off. So there we have our tag all ready to go. The next piece that I'm going to be using here is a petal pink piece of cardstock. It's 2.5 inches square, and I have scored it at 5/8 of an inch all the way around. So with our bone folder, I'm going to give everything a good crease on all 4 sides. And this is going to create our little box that we're going to put our treat in. And some of you may have seen this before at one of our stamp camps. I think I did this a couple of years ago at a stamp camp, but I thought it was worth bringing back. It's quick and easy, and you know how they say it's all about the packaging? Well, this pretty much does it. So what I've done is just snip on those 2 score lines, and then I'm going to miter the edges here on the tabs. That just makes your box close a little bit neater without ends sticking out. Okay, and then on the opposite side, we're going to do the same thing. So turn it around to the opposite side, cut from on the score line, from the end to the score line. And then again, cut out those little edges. Okay, ready to assemble the box. With some mini glue dots here, I'm going to use my take your pick tool, and I'm going to grab some of these and put them on the flaps, on all 4 flaps. Okay, there's another one. 2 more to go. 3, and 1 more. Okay. Ready to take the flaps, and you're going to put the little flaps and just turn them to the inside and create our little box. This box is going to be a perfect size to fit a yummy treat in. Okay, make sure you put the flaps on the inside. It just looks better that way. Okay. Then we'll take a piece of designer series paper. This is 11 by 1 1/4, and you can use whichever side you want. And let's see, we'll use this to be the outside of our treat holder. So you will take a piece of tear and tape, and you can find this in our annual catalog. And we're just going to put on the side that you want to show, on the outside is where you're just going to put a piece of tear and tape, just like that. And we're going to burnish that so it sticks real well, and then pull off the backing. All right. You're going to grab the piece of designer series paper and flip the edges inside and attach and give it a good squeeze in there. And this is going to form your heart. So in the heart, we're going to put this little box, and I will take some of our green liquid Tombow glue and put some on the bottom there, and just slide this inside of the heart shape and give that a chance there to hold. So now with our tag, I'm going to use the bone folder again, and on the end that says day, I'm going to use this to kind of break the fibers and make it curl up, and on the other side, I'm going to make it curl down. So we have a cute little tag with dimension. Green glue again, and a little bit of glue right up at the top here. And we can set our greeting on there. Happy Valentine's Day. And see how nicely it just sits on the form of the heart, the top of the heart there. I have also punched out a little piece of, let's see, what are we using here? The In Color Glimmer paper. And this is one of our 2022 to 24 items on page 139. So on the back of here, I have one of our mini dimensionals, and these are great for so many projects. Just put a mini dimensional on the back and pull off the backing there. And this is just going to be our little embellishment off to the side here. So there you have it. That's how easy it is to do. And right inside, a Ferrero Rocher candy fits perfectly in that little box that you made. So these would be great to use for shower favors or wedding favors, or just for Valentine's Day, or just to give somebody an extra little treat. And I have a couple other samples here. This one here is using the same Designer Series paper pack, just a different pattern. And I have another one. You can see it has stripes on the outside. And on the inside we have hearts. And one more. This is the same as the last one, but just done the opposite way. So the stripes are on the inside, and the outside has the hearts. Okay, so let's bring in the items that I use for supplies. The Designer Series paper that I used is the Country Floral Lane Designer Series paper on the Spring Mini on page 9. And I wrote down here that the size of it is 11 by 1 1/4. We're using basic white. Petal pink is what we use for our little box. The dimensions are it's a 2.5 inch square, and it's scored at 5/8 of an inch on all 4 sides. I also used for the heart the 2022 to 24 In Color Glimmer paper. The stamp set was the Country Bouquet from the mini catalog. Ink is Sweet Sorbet. And the accessories are mini dimensionals and glue dots, along with our Country Bouquet punch and tear and tape. So if you have any questions, you can just put some remarks in the post where you're seeing this. If you have, if you're ready to place an order, you can go to my website, which is www.lisalang.stampinup.net. My team name is Crafty Stampers Inc., and I also have a Facebook page that you can go and see some of my projects. Questions other than that, you can email me at heylise@aol.com. That's HEYY. And if you have any other questions, please let me know. Thanks for watching.